For most of us, being a wife wasn't just a role. It was part of how we understood ourselves. You were someone's partner, someone's love. And you had a place in the world that felt solid. A shared home, shared future, shared identity. And then, suddenly, all of that was gone. And with it, something you didn't even realize you had been carrying. A sense of self, who you are. This is one of the things nobody warns you about when the marriage ends. It is not just the loss of the relationship, it is the loss of self that existed inside it. And when that happens, the questions that keep surfacing, sometimes quietly, sometimes in the middle of the night, is, who am I now? I want to talk about why that question feels so disorienting and why it is actually one of the more important questions you'll ever ask yourself. When we are in a long marriage, especially one that started when we were younger, we grow into ourselves partly through that relationships. The things we did together, the roles we played, the versions of ourselves that showed up every day inside that life. And sometimes, even without noticing, we start to lose parts of ourselves along the way. The interests we let go of, the parts of personality that got quiet, the dreams that we set aside because they didn't fit the life we were building together. When the marriage ends, especially in the sudden, shocking way that betrayal brings, all of that surfaces at once. You are not just grieving the relationship or the future you had imagined. You are grieving a version of yourself. And you are faced with a woman you may not even fully recognize. It is a crisis, a real one. But inside that crisis, buried underneath the shock and the disorientation, there is something else. It is actually an invitation. I know that might sound hard to believe right now. It did to me too. After my marriage ended suddenly, I remember looking in the mirror and genuinely not knowing who I was looking at. The woman I had been for 23 years, a wife, a partner with a shared future, she was gone. I had no idea who was left. But here's what I learned in the months and the years that followed. The woman who was left wasn't a stranger. She was me, the parts of me that had been buried, the parts that were waiting. Piece by piece, I found her again, through therapy, through time in nature, through tapping, movement, and creativity. Anything that helped me feel present in my own body again. Quietly asking, what do I actually like? What do I actually want? Those questions felt kind of scary at first, but then slowly they started to feel like freedom. So if you are in that place right now, that strange, unmoored feeling of not knowing who you are without the marriage, here's what I want you to hear. You are not lost. You are finding yourself, possibly for the first time in a very long time. This process is not quick, and it doesn't follow a straight line. It will feel like one step forward and two steps back more times that you can count. But it is real and it is worth it. The woman on the other side of this sees clearer, more honest, more grounded, more herself than she has been in years. You don't have to know who she is yet. You just have to be willing to find out. If this is the work you are ready to do, I am here. There's a link below to book a free call. No pressure, just a conversation where you are and what you need. And subscribe if you want more honest, practical support for the journey. I'll be here every step of the way. Love and light. Bye.